Hello friends, welcome to the Java session. I am Pavitra. Today we are going to discuss about data types, part 2 continuation. Okay, in the previous video we have discussed the different types of data types present in the Java, and we have studied what all the primitive data types we have studied: the byte, short, int, long, and float, and double character boolean, and their default values we have studied, and default size. What is the size whenever I declare a variable is of type a particular data type? What is the default size it is going to take? And what is their range? Means what is the range of the values we can store it in these variables. And also we have discussed how do you find the each, like how do you find the size of the data, how much memory that particular data is going to occupy. How do you find that? Just convert the number to binary and take the reminder and read bottom to top. That's what we have discussed. And also we discussed in the previous video how do you declare a variable, what is the syntax of the variable, and what is the naming conventions of the variable, what is declaration, what is initialization, and how much memory is getting allocated, and how the value is getting stored in that variable, and what happens, what is the difference between local variable and instance variable with respect to default values. So these are all the points we have discussed. So I request all of you, please go through the previous video, data types in Java, before watching this video. And in this video we are going to understand the programs. Okay, so in the previous video we have only discussed the theoretical part. Okay, and today we will see practically how do you declare a variable, how do you initialize it, how do you print it, and how exactly works, and what kind of errors we may come across while working with the data type. Okay, so let us go and quickly create one program. Okay, program. So for that I'm going to create a new class. So new, and go for a class, and give the package name, whatever the, let me give the package name is com dot my package. And here I'll give the program name is data type example. And let me take the main here and click on the finish. So in this project, the package is created and the class is also created, and this is the default code is going to generate since I'm using Eclipse. And here we will declare a variable, and to declare a variable we know the syntax. In the last video we have discussed the, that is, I'm repeating again here, a data type and variable name equal to value is optional. If you want, if you know the value while declaring the variable, we can assign the value. If we don't know, we want to initialize it later, then you can only declare. Declare means initial allocating the memory. We are not initializing the value, we are allocating the memory. And now I'm going to let me take one integer variable. Integer number 1 is equal to 1000. I'm initializing the value, and see, this way number 1 is the variable and 1000 is the value. And you know, here there is something called yellow symbol is coming, and what is that meaning, why it is showing here yellow line? It is because I have declared this variable, means I have allocated a memory and I have assigned the value to this variable, but I have not used that in my program. Okay, so that's the reason it is showing the yellow line. It is just a warning, it is not a error. But these warnings also sometimes plays a very important role, because if you want to write a efficient programs, and if your program is should be scalable, and it should be more flexible, and it should be having a code optimization, then we should not declare a simply variable and leave it without using it. Okay, so always we need to check these warnings also. Okay, because that will help you to improve the performance of our programs. So now, how do I now? I have declared a variable. If I do this, we all know. In the last video, I explained you guys. So there is a memory is getting allocated, and this memory allocations happens in the static memory, means stack memory allocation. Because I'm in the main. The main is the function, which is main entry point of the program. So this main function memory will be allocated in the stack. Now this variable is also memory getting allocated in the stack. So this variable, this block name is number one, and the value which is stored in this memory block is 1000. And what is the size of this block? It is 4 bytes. Why it is 4 bytes? Because I have taken a int data type. Okay, so just now I have shown you the the size, okay, of int data type is 4 bytes, and the name of this memory block is number one. So next, I want to print this value. I just want to check is the memory is got allocated or not, and in that variable this value 1000 is stored or not. And how does that value 1000 is getting stored in this variable? That is with the help of assignment operator. We are using assignment operator here. So now, how do you print the value? By using system.out.println. All right. Print number one. And you want the message. First, we can give the message one, and then you can print the value. If you don't want message, you want to print it directly, then you can print it directly. There no need of giving this message. It is only for increasing the readability of an output. I want to understand the output easily. Okay. So next I'll go to the run as a Java application. And we can see it is printing number 1000, because I'm given here it is a constant message, and then I'm giving the variable name. So number one, I'm not keeping it in double quote. If you keep this number one also like this in double quote, again it will become a constant. Now this is not a constant. Okay, it is a variable, and this variable has certain data, and that data the compiler is going to print it. Now the same way, if I want to declare another variable, so for example short, and I'll take a age, and I will give the, I'm giving the age as 23. Or I don't want to give the value here, I want to give the value later. So you can even do that. I just want to show you both the way of doing it. So this is, I'm just declaring the variable, and I'm making this variable means the name is, I'm giving age, and data type is short. The short size is how much, what is the size of the short? That is 2 bytes, right? So it will going to allocate the 2 bytes of memory. Now I am going to print again this, the age is, first give the message and then print the variable name. Now see, once I use that variable in the program, that yellow line, underline will go off, it will disappear. Okay, because we use that variable in the program, we are not just declaring and in leaving it. Okay, we are using it. So test it again. Now you can see the age is 23. So it will print you like this. Now the same way you can test the byte b is equal to, or byte b value you can say, and I'm giving the value here as 12. Okay, and again you can print this, and here by the byte value is, and then you can give the variable name b value. And same way you can declare a variable long, long number 2 is equal to, then again I'll go for printing this, number 2. So now if you want to declare a floating point variable, you can declare a floating point variable. So float marks, and this time if you want to take, now see, so far you have seen the taking the values directly from the developer itself, right? Now these values are all whenever my application is completed the development, okay, and these values will be something like hard coded value, fixed values. If I run this program 100 times also I'll get the same values. But what if I want to get a different values? Every time when I run the program, I want to enter the different values. So in that case, let us see how do you do it. Okay. So we have to use the scanner uh, class. There is a predefined class called scanner, and it is present in util package. Okay, the Java utility package. In the packages we have discussed, there are two types of packages. One is user defined package and predefined packages, right? So in the predefined package there is a util package. In that the class called scanner, this is the predefined class scanner. It is used to read the data from the user, and it is going to take the argument as this scanner constructor. It is a constructor, right? Scanner is a means this scanner and open parenthesis and here argument list. It is a parameterized constructor. So in this parameterized constructor, I am passing system.in. System is again a predefined class, and in is an input stream object. Okay, so you can see here it will give you the message also, input stream, and it is present in java.long.system, and that object is in. So by using this input stream object, we are going to take the data from the user, and we will read that in our program now. And the scanner, it is showing you right now the error, and if you just keep the cursor on that, because of the eclipse, okay, without compiling, we can see what is the error here. So what is the error it is showing? Scanner cannot be resolved to a type. Means I told you, whenever we create a class, it is data type, right? So this data type compiler is not able to recognize, it is not able to understand, because it is there in the different package. We are in the different package, and that is there in the different package. See, I'm there in the com.py package, and the default package for every program is java.long, right? And this system is not there in the java.long. It is present in the java.util package. So this system we cannot directly access it in long package or in my com.my package. So now we need to, what we have to do, whenever we are communicating from one package to another package, we have to write the import statement. This also I have discussed clearly in my previous videos, that is packages in Java and import statement in Java. Okay, so please watch that video so that you will understand better. So import java.util.scanner. See, when I say import java.util.scanner, the error disappears from line number 19. Okay, because now the compiler knows where is this scanner, class, and it is going to understand the structure of this scanner class. And the scanner is having the parameterized constructor. I'm passing system.in. And now I will give the messages to the user, or the person who is using my program. Okay, so that's what we call it as user, right? And I'll say enter the marks. This is just a message for the user. Okay, so that by reading this message he will come to know he is supposed to enter, she are supposed to enter the data. So plot marks, and here I will say scanner dot next, plot. So if my data type is a float, I have the method called next float. If my data type is integer, I have the method called next integer. If my data type is double, I have the method called next double. Okay, so depending on what is the data type, we can take that particular method from the scanner class. So what is this method does is next float. It is going to convert this data, means whatever the data we enter from the console, everything will be in the form of string. So we want to convert a string to float. So who will convert the string to float? That is next float. Next float will take the data in the form of, means your scanner will read the data in the form of string, and that the next float method will convert that into float, and then it will store it into the variable marks. Now I am going to print this system.out.println marks. The same way we can even read the variable double salary, okay, is equal to, and you want to take the salary also from the user, then again we need to give an message. Okay, so provide the message, and here instead of enter the marks, I'll say enter the salary. And the reference variable of scanner is scanner dot next double. See, I am going for next double because my variable data type is double. So since the data type is double, we have to use the method next double. What is the next double will do? It will convert the data from string to double. Okay, so the scanner means scanner, when I entering the data from the keyboard, it will take the data in the form of string that will be converted into double by using next double method, and it will store it into the salary variable. Okay, so I want to print this salary, so you can give the SOP statement again. And here you can see I am not given a message. Here also I am not given the message. So if you don't give the message, just see how it will print. It won't print the message. Very simple. Just I am printing variable. So whenever I print the variable, I told you what it will print. It will print the value which is present in that variable. So what is the value which is present in that variable? See, here enter the marks. First, when you are executing the program, always the compiler means the JVM, okay, starts from line number 7. First it goes to the main entry point of the program, then it goes to line number 10. It declares, it allocates the memory to number 1, assigns, and then prints. Okay, the line number 11 printing happened. here you can see. And then line number 12, it is I'm declaring the another variable age. And then line number 13, the age will be initialized, and 14 it will print that value. And next 15 allocates the memory for variable b value is of type byte type, it will assign the value, and again it will print line number 16, 17, 18, 19, like this. Okay, now when it comes to line number, where line number 20. Okay, so line number 20, what it happens, it is giving me message enter the marks, and after that the cursor is blinking here, and it is not executing the further statements, because it is expecting, the compiler knows, okay, the user will enter the value here. Okay, so it is waiting for the user to enter the value. So now I will enter the value 45.78. Now I don't need to add f here, because if I add f, it will become a string. Okay, means the value will be in the form of string. But now the 45.78 is in the form of string, that it will convert into floating point, and it will store it into the marks. But if I give the character f here, then f cannot be converted into float. Okay, because character will not internally convert into the decimals or numbers. So that's the reason. Anyway, I'm telling here, okay, next float. So it is converting this number into floating point value, and it is going to store it into the mark. So explicitly I don't need to give the f here. So just enter, and you can see after that it is printing, because I am giving the SOP statement, right? So in the line number 21, it will initializing the marks with whatever the value I have entered. Line number 22, it is going to print that marks. Okay, next line number 23, it is again asking me the message, means it is printing this message. Very simple. Okay, SOP statement is for print, and I'm giving a value in double quote, so it will print the value. And it will print the message, I'm sorry, and it is printing the message, and then again it is waiting for the user to enter the value. Okay, so now I'm going to enter the value 87,765.87. Now here also you don't need to give any extension. Okay, simply just enter, and you can see it is printing the salary. But please observe this marks and salary, I'm not giving any message before that, I'm printing directly the value of the variable. Okay, but here in all I was giving the message along with the variable, but here no. I'm just showing you, if I give like this, what will happen? If I don't give like this, what will happen? Okay. And next, if you want to take a Boolean variable, then you can give Boolean flag is equal to, okay, or you want to, equal to, just use assignment operator, give the value directly and print it. But if I want to take the value from the user, then you can take the value from the user. Okay, so I will say flag is equal to scanner dot next boolean. So again, this is predefined method. And right now I am not giving the message here. The way I gave here enter the salary, here I'm not telling enter the flag. So I just want to show you, if without giving the message, how can we do it? Is it mandatory to give the message always whenever you want to read the value from the user? No. It is again increasing the readability of the program, which is good. Entering the message is good. If you don't give the message, then see what problem happens here. I'll show you. Now if I print this flag, I'm printing that flag, and now save this and rerun the program. Okay, Please observe, if you don't give a message, what happens? See, it is telling me enter marks. I will enter the marks now, and it is asking me enter the salary. Okay, but after this, you can see the cursor is simply blinking. Okay, after line number 26, see line number 26, it is printed the salary. Okay, the line number 28, it is allocated a memory for flag, is of type boolean type. Now the flag equal to scanner dot next boolean, means the next boolean is the method. It is expecting the user to enter the value. If I enter the value here, that value will go and store it in the flag variable. If I don't enter, but I don't have a message here. Okay, so even though I don't have a message, I, being a developer, I know I am given here next boolean, so we can enter the boolean value, that is true. See, it is printing me true now. Okay, but the only thing here is, after printing the salary, it is bit confusion. In case if I am not sure about, or if I forgot what is the steps I have written here, then I will not be able to understand. I should enter the value, boolean value there. So I may enter some other value also, chances is there. Okay, otherwise I need to go and check the program every time while entering the input. So in our real time applications, if there is a game, okay, I don't have a source code, no, so it is giving me instruction, right? Select a character, select the number of balls you want to hit the character, right? So source code is not there. Based on the instruction what it is giving, we are entering the numbers, or we are entering the name, okay, in those games, right? The same way, while we are developing the program, we should be very much careful on, means we always need to write a program in such a way that the program should be program should be easily readable. Okay, and in the console also, the output should be in a understandable format. See what I mean to say understandable format. If you simply print the number like this, what is this number? How do I come to know? Right? So since I have written the program and I am printing this, I know it is a salary. But if someone else is executing my program, then they will not be able to understand, okay, this is the salary. They first they should understand the program. They should spend some time, understand the program, then they should run it. Okay, then they will understand. But simply blindly if they run and execute the program, they will not be able to understand what to enter and what is the output they are getting it. So giving the message is very important. Okay, so the way I'm given here, enter the salary. The same way here I'm supposed to say enter the flag value. So enter true or false. Okay, and then here I should say the boolean value is, and separate this variable from the string by using concatenation operator. Plus is a concatenation operator. It will concatenate this variable value, flag value, with this message. Okay, it will add the message at the end of this message. So plus is a concatenation operator. So here the marks, I can say the marks is, or the marks are. And the same way you can say the salary is. So now if you run this program and see how, like right now I don't need to go and see the program because every instruction is there here in this. Enter the marks, so I'm entering the marks. and enter the salary. See, that is message is also there. I'll enter the salary. Now enter the true or false. So I will enter true, and see, the boolean value is true. So that's about this program. The same way we can go for the other character char grade is equal to, and you want to take the grade, all if you want to take directly the value, we have to give it in single quote, whether you want to give it in lower camel case or upper lower character or upper character. We can give whatever the value we wanted, and we can print it. uh, you want to give the message, give the message, the grade is, and give the concatenation operator and give the grade. It's a variable. Grade is the variable I have declared here, and that I'm giving there. Save it and print it. Okay, so it will print me the value A. So this, every time we have to enter the marks and the salary, and this time I'll enter false. False, the grade is A. See, it's printing. Now in case if I remove this single quote by mistake, I forgot to give the single quote. So what happens? Okay, since I'm using Eclipse, so it will show me the error here itself. You don't need to compile. You can just see line number 30, it is showing the red line, and if you keep the cursor there, it shows A cannot be resolved to a variable. Okay, see right now what is happening. In my previous video I told you, if you don't give a single quote, okay, this will be treated as variable. But if you want to say it is a variable, it has to be followed by data type, right? See here, flag is the variable, but how I'm made this a variable, I have given the data type of this variable. Means what kind of variable is it? Is it a boolean? Is it a integer? Is it a flag? The same way, the compiler will search what is this A. Is it a integer? Is it a boolean? Is it a double, like that? But nowhere in our program we have declared the A. We have not given the A with the data type. Okay, so it says that I'm not able to find where is A, where you have allocated a memory for A. Okay, so it is telling us, please check your program. You have not given the A variable. Okay, and it is not even value which you are initializing it. Okay, so we need to understand, we have to check whether I really want to make it as a variable or it is a value. If it is a value, then you should give it in single quote. Okay, so then only the compiler will understand that, okay, it is a character letter A, and this A has the ASCII value 65, and this 65 will be converted into binary, and it will store that value in the grade. Okay, so again when I am printing it, so that will be internally converted back to the character, and it will print that character. So in the memory, the data will not be stored as it is, as I already told you. So every time the data will convert into binary, and then it stores. Okay, so A is also getting converted into binary, and it will store. While printing, again it will convert back to character and prints it. So that's about this. And in case if I want to read character, okay, from user, let us say I'm taken a variable by name alphabet and equal, I'll just do this, and I'll ask the user to enter the alphabet. enter the letter. Okay, so when I say enter the letter, the user will enter the letter and I need to read that. In the console, I will enter a letter. That whatever I enter it in the console, we should read, right? And we should we should store that value in the alphabet variable. So for that, again, we are using scanner dot next. See, the scanner class is not providing any specific method to read a character. Okay, because without that we can do it. Okay, scanner dot next dot caret. There is in the scanner dot next will read me what? It will read the string. And from the string, I want to read the 0th position character. So 0th position character. So I will mention here 0. So to understand this, you need to go through the string API. Okay, so that we will cover it in the upcoming videos. Okay, so if you want right now, you just go to the string class, predefined class, and there is a method called caret 0, means caret index. Okay, position. So right now, this scanner dot next will read. Just if I give only this much, what it will read? It will, I'm giving, let us say, character, yes, I'm entering. Imagine I'm entering the character yes. So it will read this yes as string. Now, from the string, what I want to do is, I want to read a first, this is a string. I want to read the first 0th position character. What is there in 0 here? 0 position character is yes, right? So it will read the yes and it will convert into the return type of caret is character. So it will return character, that is yes, and I'll going to store it in alphabet. Okay, so I hope it is clear. So scanner dot next is the method which is present in the string class, and I'm sorry, next is the method which is present in the scanner class, and this will read me the string. The return type of the next method is string. From string object, I am reading the 0th position character. Okay, and the return type of caret is character, and I'm going to store it in alphabet character variable. And now you want to print that, so you can give the SOP statement for printing. Instead of saying enter the letter, you can say the letter is, and give the plus and give the variable name. And while giving the variable name, if you do the spelling mistake, and again we'll get an error. Okay, so what is that error? You can see alphabet cannot be resolved to a variable. Again, it knows if I'm not giving double quote, it is a variable, and it will search in entire program, is there a variable? But there is no variable like this. Okay, I have the, spelling is quite different here, and here it is different, so compiler will not understand what is this. So you can just keep the cursor over there and it will tell you what is the error, and it will tell you some suggestions here. So if you feel like certain suggestions are correct, you can use that. So here you can see change to alphabet. It knows there is a variable, you have declared a variable alphabet. I think maybe you are supposed to type that, you have done the mistake. So it is giving us the suggestion, change it to alphabet. Okay, so now error is gone. So like this, you can declare a variable, you can initialize the values, and you can just try to run. And as I told you, the program runs top to bottom. So every time it will go line by line. And now marks I have entered. Now I need to enter the salary. the salary it is printing. Now enter true or false. Okay, and I will show you one more thing here. Now it is asking me enter true and false, but what if I enter some other value by mistake? So let us say if I will enter Pavitra. See what happens. It is giving me input mismatch exception. Why input mismatch exception? Because this data is of type string type, and this is having the more size, and this data will not be recognized by this variable. Okay, that is flag. Here I have entered enter the true or false, and where I'm trying to store that, and I'm trying to store it in the flag variable, right? And this next boolean will read only two values, either true or false. But here your value is not either it is true or it is false. Okay, it is something else. So the compiler is going to say, hey, you are supposed to enter different input, but you have entered some other input. So input is not matching. I cannot read and store it into this variable. Okay, so I'll get a java.util, and this is the, in Java all the exceptions are predefined, and this particular exception is present in util package. So it is giving you the exception like this. So whenever you are entering the data, you should be careful what kind of variable you have declared, what type of data you are supposed to enter. Okay. And again, while entering the size also, you have to take care. As I told you, suppose here short age is 23, you have entered met instead of 23. If I am giving some values like this, now just check is the age prints okay, or you can see there type mismatch cannot convert from int to short. See, when I exceed the range, you have seen the short range, no? What is the range of the short? It is minus 32,768 to this. So we cannot store the value beyond that. But here you can see the value which is going beyond that. So in that case, the compiler says, hey, what you are entering the value. Okay, it is going beyond. I don't have that much of memory allocation. Okay, I have only 2 bytes, means 16 bits. But your data is crossing that range. Okay, so that's the reason it is giving error. Okay. So, and you can see again that error is type mismatch cannot convert from int to short. Okay. So these are all the things we should be careful while assigning the value, okay, to the variable. Especially the whenever you are assigning, we always need to be conscious about data type. Okay, what is the data type I'm given, what is the size, and am I able to store in that size or not? I hope this data types is clear, and if you have any doubt, okay, please let me know in the comment section. I hope you all understood the concept, and please practice this program so that you may get some other doubts or errors. Okay, so please mention that in comment section, and let me know your feedback. Okay, and please like and subscribe the channel. Okay, thank you so much.